Finding Funko deals out in the wild, part 2. Whether it's a local flea market, yard sales, or marketplace, I'm always out on the hunt. Today I went to my local flea market to check out what they had going on. The summer coming to an end, the weather was perfect, and there were a lot of pops like this first table here. This guy had a lot of older stuff. That reverse flash is really cool. I did pick up some things from him, so you have to wait till the end of the video to see what I got. Also a lot of out-of-box pop stuff. You see that Finding Nemo and the Beef Squatch. Really, really cool, but nothing I really needed to add to the inventory. The next table here had a lot of boxes underneath his table, and then some cool stuff on the table like that Swamp Fire and the Stitches Baker with the shared sticker, of course. And then in the bins, he said everything was $10, so I had to do some digging. And I found this rocket with potted Groot from San Diego. Might not be a bad pickup. He also had the Biddy, like the new Biddy houses, and the Biddy bots on his table, so those are fun to see out in the wild. And then over at the next table, right next door, some more pops, but here, nothing too crazy. The Kearney with the shared sticker, Silver Age, All Might, Ned from Spider-Man, nothing too crazy that I really needed. And like that Superman, the Chrome 3-pack from New York Comic Con, again, nothing I really needed. And then the next booth here had a bunch of racks with some older stuff that you don't see too often, like Evie Fry here from Assassin's Creed. We have Cammy from Street Fighter. You know, some Star Trek stuff, but really I like this JD Phoenix. Might not be a bad pickup. People do love Gears of War. And then over at the next booth we had some older stuff like that older Disney pop, some older Nicktoons, and you see over there in the corner some Inside Out stuff. And then inside the tent a lot of superheroes and stuff like that, some horror stuff that I really didn't need. And then the final booth here had a lot of old stuff. Look at that Uncle Si, he's really cool looking. And then right here, one that I really do like with the con sticker, the Cabbage Man end cart. That is really, really cool to see, one you don't see too often. And just again some older stuff here, and then I'm really liking that Super Saiyan Brawly, so that might be a good pickup depending on the price. And yeah, we did wind up picking up a few things. You had a little sneak peek right here. And here are some of the stuff I was able to grab from the local flea market. That Super Saiyan Brawly definitely has some really good value, as well as the Cabbage Man end cart. Like I said, you don't see that one too often, so that was definitely a pickup, as well as almost the entire set from Willy Wonka. I love seeing those, and then every time I see a Kratos, I do like to buy a Kratos, so there he goes. But yeah, overall, a really successful day out at the flea market, and we will see how this stuff does at my next show. But anyway, subscribe and follow for the next part in this series.